Hello everyone, and here are the steps and ways and some tricks on how to solve quadratic equations fast. So let me introduce some tricks and some ways, some methods on how you can solve quadratic equations fast. The step one is the immediate recognition. Usually it would just take about 5 seconds. These are the patterns that you need to identify. Here are the things you need to identify. All right, here we go. So these are the patterns you need to identify. If you could find those patterns, then there would be a quick solution to those patterns. So if the patterns is like that, then the solution for the x is plus and minus k. An example is this kind of equation. So if you could identify a pattern like this one, like this one, like that, then the solution would be x equal to the negative k. It's a double root. An example for that is this kind of equation, like this one. So where your answer would be x equal to negative 5 double root. And if you have something like this, the pattern looks like this, then x would be equal to k. It's also a double root. And example for that is like this. And the root x is equal to 4. It's a double root. And lastly, if you have a pattern that looks like this, like that, then the values of x would be x equal to 0 when negative b over a. Example for that is something like this. And you have x equal to 0 and x equal to 4, where b is equal to b divided by a. So in this case, it's actually b is 12, a is 3, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So x is equal to 4. So x is 0 and x equal to 4. Those are the values of x. So if you could identify these patterns, then also you could identify the solutions to those patterns. And here's another one, and I have been saying this over and over again, the sum product flush method. If you are given with a quadratic equation, what you need to do is find two numbers that when you multiply would result to a C, and when you add would result to a B. So when you multiply it would result to a C, and when you add both would result to a B. So what are these numbers? In fact, if you look and watch the previous videos, I would always recommend that you supply tables. So for example, if you are given with something like this, that is of course a quadratic equation, what you need to do is you find two numbers when you multiply would result to 10, and when you add them would result to a 7. And those numbers would be 2 and 5. So multiply 2 and 5 would result to 10, and then when you add 2 and 5, it would result to a 7. Therefore, your answer would be x plus 2 and x plus 5, and you equate both to 0, right? So when you equate this to 0, solve for x, it's negative 2. Equate this to 0 and solve for x, and x is negative 5. So your answers would be negative 2 and negative 5. All right, trick number 2, the divide and slide shortcut. What is the divide and slide shortcut? This will apply if there is a leading coefficient of x. I like this one. Oops, sorry for that. Oh, I'm running out of battery. All right, this one. In our previous example, there is no leading coefficient of x, but in this case, there is a leading coefficient. The leading coefficient of x is 3. So it is 3x squared. So if there is a leading coefficient, you can apply the divide and slide shortcut. What is a divide and slide shortcut? So what we do is we divide everything by a. So divide everything but whatever is the coefficient of a. The coefficient of a is 3, right? So what you will do is divide every term by a. So we divide everything by a. See? So we have x squared. The middle is 14 divided by 3x. The third one is 8 divided by 3. So we divide all the terms by the coefficient of a, which is 3. And now that you have divided it by 3, it is now time for us to find two numbers. Then when you multiply would result to 8 over 3. And when you add them would result to 14 over 3. So add both would be 8 over 3. And multiply both, it would be 14 over 3. Those numbers are 4 and 2/3. 4 and 2/3. So 4 and 2/3 are our answers. So we have x minus 4 and x minus 2/3. We equate each one to 0. But before we do that, we need to multiply again the second factor by 3. Right? So this is what we call slide. So multiply it by 3. So we have x minus 2, or rather x minus 4 here, and 3x minus 2 after multiplying by 2. So finally, we have solved x minus 4. After multiplying by 3, we have the final values, x minus 4 and x equal to 2/3. This would be our final answers, x equal to 4 and x equal to 2/3. And the second trick, discriminant quick check. So we need to calculate the discriminant. So the discriminant has this formula. That's the discriminant, right? D is equal to b squared minus 4ac. That's from the quadratic equation. B squared minus 4ac. Calculate that one in your head. All right? And then the perfect square are factors that's nicely with integers. Not perfect square. If it is not a perfect square, you use the quadratic formula immediately. That is what I always suggest to my students before. If you cannot think of anything or any factor, but if you identify, once you identify that it is a quadratic equation, just apply the quadratic formula immediately. And when d is equal to 0, it's a perfect trinomial. When d is less than 0, it's complex roots. So example for this is this one. And we computed the d equal to 1. Therefore, it is a perfect square. And that would take about 2 seconds to identify a perfect square. But if it would have been me, just me, if I will be given with something like this, I will just apply the quadratic equation and solve for x. So here are some important tips. The second rule, if you don't see the solution in 15 seconds, then go to the quadratic formula. That is always my advice. If you couldn't find the solution within 15 seconds. If you don't know anything, if you cannot resolve anything in 15 seconds, then proceed and apply the quadratic formula. All right, that is my advice to you. All right, that will be it. If you have some questions, please comment below and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.